Welcome to the BnL Empowerment Audiobook program. You're about to embark on a transformative journey with Beyond the Breaking Point, your blueprint for resilience. This audiobook is designed to equip you with the tools, insights, and mindset shifts needed to thrive through adversity. Whether you're facing personal, professional, or emotional challenges, the lessons within will help you rise stronger, cultivate resilience, and discover your true potential. Let's begin this empowering experience together. Chapter 2. The Power of Perspective. How Reframing Challenges Changes Everything. When adversity strikes, our instinct is often to resist or fight it, seeing the challenge as something external we must conquer. But what if the real key to overcoming adversity isn't in changing the situation itself, but in changing the way we view it? The perspective we take, how we interpret and respond to adversity, plays a pivotal role in determining whether we break under pressure or rise above it. For many, this concept feels abstract. They may ask, how can simply changing my perspective alter the reality of my situation? Isn't it naive to think that mindset alone can make things better? These are valid concerns, especially when we're in the thick of difficulty. The truth is, changing perspective doesn't alter the hard facts of adversity. Instead, it equips us with the mental and emotional tools necessary to navigate through the storm with more clarity and strength. The mindset trap. Why we get stuck in negative thinking. When life throws us off course, our brains are wired to react with stress, fear, and survival instincts. While these emotional responses are normal, they can trap us in a cycle of negative thinking. We start believing our circumstances are permanent or that we are powerless to change them. Why do so many of us fall into this trap? The answer lies in how we process challenges. In times of adversity, we often engage in cognitive distortions, thinking patterns that exaggerate the negative or view situations in black and white terms. After a setback, thoughts like, "I'll never succeed at anything," or "this is the end of my career," can dominate, distorting our perception of reality. These limiting thoughts lock us into a mindset of defeat, hindering our ability to see solutions or opportunities. Emma's story. Reframing in the face of illness. Take Emma, a woman in her early 40s whose life took a dramatic turn after a diagnosis of an autoimmune disorder. Once active and career-driven, she suddenly found herself bedridden, unable to work, exercise, or participate in the activities she once loved. Initially, Emma was consumed by despair, asking herself, "Why me? What did I do to deserve this?" As time passed, with the help of therapy, mindfulness, and support from her family, Emma's perspective began to shift. She accepted her illness as part of her reality and chose to focus on the new opportunities it presented. She began exploring creative outlets like painting, writing, and cooking. Emma's illness didn't go away, but her approach to life evolved. She started to see each day as an opportunity to appreciate what she could still do rather than mourn what she had lost. Was Emma in denial? No. She didn't pretend her illness didn't exist, nor did she downplay its impact. What she did was reframe her relationship with her circumstances, focusing on what she could control. This perspective shift didn't cure her illness, but it fundamentally altered how she lived with it, making her more resilient and fulfilled. Cognitive reframing, the science of perspective shift. Cognitive reframing, a concept rooted in psychology, is a powerful technique for altering how we interpret adversity. It involves deliberately shifting the way we view a situation in order to change our emotional response. This is not about pretending everything is fine, but rather choosing to focus on the elements of the situation that empower us instead of those that defeat us. Let's consider John, a marketing executive who had been climbing the corporate ladder for years. When a company restructuring led to his layoff, John initially felt devastated. His hard work seemed wasted, and he saw the layoff as a personal failure. Yet, after reflection, he chose to reframe the situation. What if this is the opportunity I didn't know I needed? With this mindset, John saw the layoff as a chance to start his own business, leveraging his experience to consult for small companies. His circumstances hadn't changed, but by reframing the adversity, he transformed a negative event into a stepping stone for future success. Reframing versus positive thinking. At this point, some might wonder, isn't reframing just another version of positive thinking? It's an important distinction. While positive thinking encourages us to look on the bright side regardless of circumstances, reframing involves accepting the full reality of a situation, but choosing to focus on aspects that lead to growth or productive action. Positive thinking can sometimes feel shallow, especially when faced with serious hardship. Reframing, however, is about honest acceptance of adversity and the intentional choice to focus on what can be learned or how we can grow. It acknowledges that while circumstances may be difficult, there are always opportunities for resilience and development. The power of reframing. Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, is a famous example of reframing adversity. Early in her career, Blakely faced rejection after rejection while selling fax machines door to door. However, instead of viewing these rejections as failures, she learned to see them as stepping stones. Her father played a key role in helping her develop this mindset by asking her daily, "What did you fail at today?" This reframing allowed Blakely to embrace failure as part of the process rather than something to be feared or avoided. That resilience, born from her perspective on failure, paved the way for her to build a billion-dollar business. Reframing leads to empowerment, not denial. Some might still feel that action, not perspective, is the key to overcoming adversity. While it's true that we must take real steps to solve problems, the way we perceive challenges shapes our capacity to take those steps. If we see a situation as hopeless, we're less likely to take action. If we reframe it as a challenge that holds potential for growth, we are more inclined to explore new possibilities. Reframing doesn't change the facts, but it shifts how we approach them. If someone loses their job, reframing won't bring it back, but it might help them see new career possibilities or focus on personal development during the transition. Perspective is not about ignoring reality. It's about empowering ourselves to navigate through it with clarity and determination. Perspective as the catalyst for change. In adversity, our perspective is often the only thing we can control. By choosing to reframe challenges, we open ourselves to growth, creativity, and new opportunities. Reframing doesn't solve problems instantly, but it gives us the emotional strength and mental clarity needed to face them head-on. It shifts our focus from helplessness to empowerment. In the next chapter, we will explore how to build resilience, the inner strength that keeps us moving forward, no matter how difficult the road becomes. Chapter 3. Building Resilience, the Foundation of Endurance.